Welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified. Heavy on the underqualified today.
It's really feeling like heavy on the underqualified.
I'm Liv.
I'm Sam. This damn book.
I don't know. I don't even know. I'm very curious to see what you say. I accidentally updated my Goodreads. Did you see what I rated it?
No.
Okay. Because I want to be
Did
better
you see
about...
mine? Because I also updated.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because I don't like to look. I like to be surprised.
I do too. I think it's way more fun.
Yeah, so... Anyway, I'm curious to see what you think.
So this is the last half of the last letter. Oh, do you have updates? Do we have things to talk about?
No, I was going to ask you.
I don't think so.
I finished Savage Lands.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
Oh, isn't it a series?
Yeah,
you
it's
finished
like
the
6
whole
books.
series?
No, I just finished the first book.
Okay.
The MMC I wasn't crazy about.
Okay.
Like, he was good, but I kind of like when the MMC is just like a little more protective, like about the one girl.
Okay, and you weren't getting those vibes.
Yeah, he was kind of like banging other women and like trying to make her jealous a little bit.
Oh, I've never read a book where the MMC purposely fucks somebody else.
Yeah, like to make her jealous. And so I'm like, I've never really had that. I kind of like when it's more, but I will say, so I'm on to book 2, and she has other kind of love interests. Not why choose. Like, it's clear that her and this one MMC are, like, supposed to be together. Like, you could tell there's some sort of fated thing going on.
Okay.
But there's other love interests, which makes it, like, even more of a slow burn, because she's trying to, like, really hates him, like, enemies type of thing.
So, like, true enemies.
But then she keeps, like, they have this weird mind connection, so they keep...
Oh, so they're definitely...
So every time she goes to, like, try to kiss a guy or whatever, he's there.
I actually love that.
So it's good, but it's different.
Okay.
So
I have like an hour and a half left of the one I was telling you about, like the irresistible urge.
Oh yeah, the healer one.
Yes, the irresistible urge to fall in love with your enemy.
Yeah.
It's been okay. The last 3 hours, so I'm like halfway through the last 3 hours, and this is where I'm like actually like, okay, I'm very interested in this. And it's like a 12-hour book.
That's a long book.
So I was kind of like upset that it took so long to get to the point, but I'm also getting it through Libby, so I didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
so it wasn't as upsetting.
Softens the blow.
Yeah, but I'm like very much getting into it, and it's very much like, we're not doing anything, but don't touch her.
Oh, see, that's what I like. I love that.
And he keeps, like, denying. He's like, it's only because I need her to heal me. It's only because I need her to heal me.
I really like that.
And then he's talking about her juicy thighs.
This is a standalone, right?
I don't know. So another one is coming out. But the characters on the front of the book are different.
Oh, so
I'm thinking that it's like a series where, in the same world, different characters.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I would listen to the second one. Okay. Currently, with where we're standing. But I did get nostalgic, and I put holds on all of the Hunger Games, and I'm going to listen to those next.
Oh, have you listened to them before or just read them?
I've just read them, and I haven't read them since, like, grade school.
I'm excited.
So I'm very excited.
And then you're going to do Sunrise on the Reaping?
Yep, that one, but the holds for those are, like, 14 weeks out, where Hunger Games, the first one was available today, and then I got Catching Fire right at the end of work. Like, someone put their hold back, and I got it.
Nice.
So now I'm just waiting on the Mockingjay, but I'm really excited for those.
That'll be good. I need to use Libby more.
It's hard because all the popular books, like...
I know.
Binding 13, we've been talking about that one, throwing it around. It's broken into 2 parts. Mm-hmm. The first part had a 24-week hold on it, and the second part had a 14-week hold on it. So I just booked the second half of it.
Is the book you're listening to, is it like a fae world or fantasy or... Well, it's kind of like fantasy-ish.
It's fantasy because they have, like, magic, but they're not fae. But, like, the top healer is 200 years old. Okay. But they don't have pointy ears.
How are you feeling... This is kind of an early question, but how are you feeling, like, after reading some romance books about...
I really liked it.
Are you feeling refreshed, like, or, like, ready to jump back into fantasy?
I'm not feeling very refreshed after this book.
Well, not refresh is the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm
like,
definitely feeling more invigorated to read fantasy again.
not like I'll be rolling my eyes the whole time.
Yes, but I'm also like, I could read another Rebecca Yarros romance book, I think, right now.
Okay.
So, definitely not off the table for me.
I'm feeling like I needed the cleansing.
I agree.
Because I felt like I was getting too jaded.
100%.
Like, oh, like this happened, or oh, they're fated mates, or whatever.
Oh, they have some crazy connection. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, so now I feel like I won't be as cynical.
I agree.
Anyways, we'll jump into the books here,
I don't
folks.
want to. Let's avoid it for a little longer. We're reading the last half of the last letter right now. So,
Chapter 17, I feel, is that's where we left off, right?
Yes, yep.
So we get letter number 3.
Yep.
And she's talking about how parenthood sucks. Like, kids are beating up other kids. She had to go to the principal. And I just thought that was funny, because
I just thought
so accurate.
Yes, and it's just like cracking me up that the twins, and like this has been so prevalent in the entire book, they're such like attached to the hip, wandering to each other's classes even though they're not together, and then Maisie decking a kid.
Yeah.
I really thought that it was gonna be Derek, which it was. Little twat.
Yeah, he's a turd muffin. Now looking back at my notes after finishing it, so then like half explain hide and seek. I'm like, oh god, okay, so that's why they put that in there. She put that in there to set it up for later. Anyways, so like whatever. When he says, "Don't slap me for male stupidity, but you look a little tired."
Yes.
And it's just like everything at this point in chapter 17 is catching up with her now that they're on this like medical break.
Yes.
And I totally get that.
Yeah, like finally your body's finally having a moment to relax, and then it going like, shit girl, we're tired. And I can't imagine what that would feel like, especially because like, do you think like a level of stress would go away when you're not having to constantly go to these doctor appointments? Or do you think that you'd be more stressed because you're not getting constant like reaffirmingness from your doctors?
I think I'd be more stressed, but yeah. And she's just like flaying into him and freaking out
yeah, I love
about
it.
not feeling sexy or cute
Yes.
and all this stuff. She's like talking about how hairy her legs are.
A Yeti lent her her coat.
Yeah.
That cracked me up so
because
bad.
it's so real. And
Yeah.
that's what I really like about their relationship is it's really not sugar. Nothing is...
No, it's not like sweetheart eyes staring into the abyss of love.
Yes.
It's like, I'm a mom. My life is insane. I haven't got a haircut in 4 years.
This is how it's been since day
Yeah.
one. Like,
I agree. It's very nice and refreshing for it not to be like starry-eyed loves. Like, yes, they've loved each other from the moment they basically met. But, oh.
yeah. I totally feel that. And then when he's like hard against her.
I know. I literally wrote him being hard when they're
He don't care about the hairy leg.
No, he does not. He will dig through a forest.
He don't care about the rough. He just wants to get on the green. That was a golfing thing.
That was really good. Do you golf?
No. But, you know. And then he tells her to take care of herself so she can care for everyone else. Like
Yes.
It's very nice.
And I love Haley. She's
Yeah.
such a good, like, comedic relief.
Yeah.
Because he walks up to Haley and gives her his credit card and goes, take her to do whatever she wants, buy whatever he wants. And then Haley goes, Ella, if you don't jump this guy, I will.
Yeah.
And fair reaction.
I wish somebody would have done that for me, like, before getting married. Because now when you're married, like, if Colton did that, I'd be like, well, this is our money.
I put money into that account, too.
Yeah, like, this is somebody, like, not her money. You know what I mean?
Dad, if you're listening, give me your credit card.
Yeah.
Bob and John.
I bet you my dad would if I
He
had.
100% would.
I just would say it's for, like, insurance or something respectable. And then I'd go get a seaweed bath or whatever girls do is what he says.
Whatever, girls, that's the most your dad thing ever.
No, I'm talking about this. Oh, by the way, talking about my dad, remember how he was here last week? He's like, have fun doing your iPod thing out in your pajamas.
Doing your iPod thing is the most dad thing I've ever seen.
And that's how he asks. He always like asks. He's like, "How's the iPod thing going?" Like, so serious. iPods haven't been a thing for a long time. God, Dad, you're so embarrassing.
I just found my iPod, but it's got one of those thick ass charger bases on it, and I kind of want to reboot it up and see. I can tell. Would bet myself $1 million that the home screen is a selfie of me.
Is it a nano then? It's not like a shuffle.
No, I have an iPod.
Oh, like a big mama.
Like one with a screen.
Okay.
Not a nano.
Well, the nanos have the screen.
The new nanos have screens. The nanos were like that one, the one you clip to shit.
Yeah, those were the shuffles.
What were the nanos then? Were those the screen ones?
Yeah. But then they had the big screen ones. That was like another iPod. Anyways, iPods are cool, man. You should fire that thing back up.
I know. I think my mom has some jank ass big charger at her house. I'll look into it.
It was good.
I got some janky ass playlists.
Yeah, no, I know. It was like
Real
the weird.
music.
I remember mine went from like Lollipop by whatever to Alan Jackson, like Chattahoochee, and I was like,
mine was like
this is awesome.
Eminem to like, what is it? Christina who does Jar of Hearts.
Oh.
So I was like doing hard rap and then doing some like moody ass music where you feel
yeah.
like when you're listening to it on the bus, you're in a
counting the rain droplets. Wow, we're getting way off subject, but yeah, that's very nostalgic. So
yes,
anyways,
it is.
No, we have a GoPro now videoing us, not an iPod.
I'm sure you guys would love the quality of an iPod.
Anyway, so then they have this dinner date planned without the kids after the adoption.
Yes.
And whatever. And when she's talking about how she thinks her virginity is grown back because it has been 7 years.
I was also cracking up at that. So good. And him being like, that's not...
Yeah, and then he kisses her hand and he's like, oh, now you've been kissed in the 7 years.
Yeah, and I said, do more.
And he winks. And she goes feral over the wink.
She does go feral. Haley can confirm. All right, moving on to chapter 18. We get letter 4.
Letter number 4.
And at this point, I was kind of getting like...
Are you over the letters?
No.
Oh, okay.
Chaos talks about not having a dad. And I'm like, how have we not put together that Chaos and Beckett are the same people?
Her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of hints.
Yes, at this point, I was like, okay, we know that neither of them had families, no dad. Like, there are so many connective dots. I was like, why are we not putting 2 and 2 together?
Because she just, like,
didn't
wants
want
to
to
trust him.
Which is so fair. But I was kind of being like,
as a reader, yeah, like, get your head out. I think maybe just because she's gotten so much going on.
Which... 100%. I guess you're
agree
right too.
with
Like
you,
she's focusing so much on her daughter that she's not putting missed connection dots together from the guy she wrote letters to versus the guy who's in front of her.
But I'm with you because she does like still think about chaos and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. She doesn't press. I don't know. It's hard. I see both sides.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's fair. So letter number 4, yeah, he's talking about that she's raising a couple badasses and that he would maybe like kids and thinks he thinks he'd be a terrible dad.
Yeah.
He's obviously not. He's a great dad.
Yes.
And then they talk about like the wanting equals like discontent. He kind of learned that from his childhood, like not to want things and whatever. So.
And him talking about how the lack of want is maybe a small form of cowardice on his end.
Yeah, and this was kind of one of my favorite letters.
I agree.
It just was very like real and raw and
which they all
showed
have been.
Who he is.
But yeah, and it's really just like he's been so self-aware, which like love throughout this entire thing in Chaos form and Beckett form.
Yeah.
Except for lying, but outside of that.
Yeah, and I think I do kind of have a hard time. I don't want to skip ahead, but I do kind of have a hard time in that sense with, like, the breakup stuff, because I'm like, come on, you know him. I don't know.
We'll get there.
Okay. Then they have, like, the Haley chat at the store.
Yes.
And whatever. He's still hurt. He told her no.
Yes.
And
And she's
feeling
freaking out about this wink. Like you said, going feral about it.
Yeah.
And she made a comment that she was hovering on the edge of an orgasm from the wink. And I just...
Oh, I know. So then
good.
she gets this like sexy halter dress, these shoes, and then
Yes.
these men in these books, the way they describe the way they smell.
I
It's
know.
just always so good.
So good.
Like he just smells good, the adoption's final, life's good. And it's this part cracked me up when she's like, yeah, like everything's good. I love him. Like I love him. And then it skips like down a
Yes.
sentence and she goes, I hate him. And it
was
slams the
so
door.
good.
I loved that
'Cause
writing.
at first I was like,
I did not expect it to go that way. I thought they were going to write out this fancy dinner and there was going to be a lot of like
Yes.
slap and tickle type things.
I literally like had whiplash.
Yeah, I loved it. It kept me on
Same.
my toes. This book was not what I was expecting.
No, this book was not what I was expecting at all. In many
Multiple
good
ways.
and horrible ways.
So yeah, so then we find out that he hugs her goodnight.
Hugged her goodnight. And it's just like cracking me up too because Edda
Hugs her.
Edda and Larry are watching the kids and Edda's just like, girlfriend, just go over there. She said, I'm gonna stay here tonight so you can do adult things tonight or tomorrow morning. You pick.
Yeah.
But I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And this
I
part
love
isn't. This is another part where, like, she's getting the courage to maybe go over there, and she looks at the board,
Yeah.
and she mentions his handwriting is the same as
Yes,
Chaos's.
I did write that down.
Yes, and I was like, how are you not telling to figuring it out? And then she gets up the courage.
She's horny.
Yeah, she is just horny. There's nothing going on here except for thinking about his.
Which is
What
fair.
what are they called? Have you ever heard them called cum gutters before?
Oh! The V?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Get it? Because it's going to
I
the
get
penis.
it. I've never heard that. Oh my god. I can't wait to tell Colton. I'm gonna go inside tonight and be like, guess what Sam taught me?
You're gonna ask him if he can see his cum gutter.
Newsflash, you can't.
Yeah. Same at my house.
It's more like a cum wave pool.
Hill.
Oh no. Anyway.
Moving on. Throwing so much shade on my husband for no reason.
Anyway, so then she storms over to his cabin. She's so mad. Like, I was just laughing because she is so mad. And this is not how I thought their night was going to go either.
Me either.
So it's just so funny. He's just really trying to be such a gentleman.
He is.
And then they have this just amazing kiss. And she's, I don't know, she's just not having it. Like, she's so, like, sexually frustrated.
She said, get over here.
Yeah. She just wants it bad. And they have a very mature relationship. Like,
Yeah.
they're both being very clear about their wants and the situation and what it all means. Like,
Yeah. Which is also, like, very nice to see, too, because it's not like, we're throwing all caution to the wind. No, she has kids.
because if there was,
Like-
like, all the tragic stuff that happens in this book on top of them just being, like, idiots together,
Hemming and hawing about shit.
I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, literally. I would have been
Stop.
done. But no, it was very cut to the chase. They get after it 4 times.
Yeah.
One of which is on the counter.
She can sure write a sex scene. Like,
Yeah, she
good
can.
lord. This was, like, very well done.
Yes, and like I feel like Fourth Wing, so good.
Like, some of the books I've been listening to or reading lately, they just, like, overdo the sex scene. I feel like
Yeah.
just to put, like, the kinkiest, craziest shit in there. Like, just to do it. But, like, this was very...
It was like normal sex,
Yeah.
but written so well.
Yes.
It didn't feel vanilla, even though it was.
Yeah.
They weren't like
collaring each other up.
yeah,
And,
and like putting handcuffs on each other and like spitting on each other and shit. Like they were just having regular sex, but it was like written so well. I agree with you.
Mhm.
I love the way she writes sex scenes.
Yeah, it was very good. Oh, I was having so hard. So on page 264, I thought of you, and I was literally laughing because of you.
Scared.
So I was reading, and I thought it said something fell in. Oh, it said her like. So he undid her bra, and it fell into her lap, and I thought that her boobs fell into.
Why are you thinking of me? Why are you thinking about me when her boobs fell into her lap? That feels mean. She's body shaming me, guys.
No, I was thinking about you because you always make jokes about boobs being way down low, especially like she's a mom and all this stuff, and I just pictured, so then I read it wrong, so I pictured like the bra coming up and the boobs just went, and I was like, wow. And then I went back and reread, but I was laughing at that, and then I go, oh, Sam's gonna hate because he says baby.
Yeah, I did go.
Yeah.
And I moved on fast because I was enjoying it. And
He only says it one time.
He does, which I can appreciate. I hate, like, baby girl. Oh! Even saying it.
It doesn't bother me.
I hate it.
No, I know.
I don't
but
know
now
what it is.
I know that it bothers you, so it kind of low-key ruins it for me. Because I'm like, Sam would hate this.
You're reading it and you go, my reading partner is not having a good time.
Like, yeah. Because I just, like, want to enjoy the sex scene, and then you pop in and just wreck it all.
It's like when I showed up to the Pizza Hut parking lot while you and Colton were getting busy.
Yeah. Metaphorically. We didn't act that out yet.
We'll come back to that next week.
Anyways, oh yeah, and then I was like really worried about the cold countertop.
Yeah, I could get that. I get that. Just like.
And then they profess their love for each other.
Yes.
And it's good. It's all good.
It is. It was, I feel like I was wrong. They had sex before the lie came out.
Mm-hmm. Wrong.
Wrong. Boo. Tally
we
for
need
Sam.
like a button.
Yeah. A button.
Wrong.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just like very much happy with the fact of it being like, it was easy.
It was very not like he was sneaking around.
And it also
like,
didn't come across as like a, this was the most world-changing thing to ever happen to me. Like, again, they are regular people coming together, like figuring it out. I can appreciate a regular story. I don't get to read a lot of things where there's not a bunch of magic hip-hopping around.
Yeah. It does change it up.
It does.
Chapter 19 is Beckett again. We get letter number 4.
Yeah.
What is letter number 4? I didn't write any notes on that.
So
that must not have been that significant.
This is the one where she got asked out.
Oh, yeah, I did write that.
And
David Robbins. What a name.
Yes. Most white boy. Everybody grew up with the David Robbins.
David Robbins asked her out, yeah, so then we get them.
And she said no.
Mm-hmm. And they kind of discuss dating and like, where they're at and whatever. And at this point in real life, after like the letter, Beckett's really warring with like coming clean. Mm-hmm. But he knows.
And asking Ryan what to do.
Yeah.
As he's standing out on his deck.
And they have the what are we talk. And
I was cracking up at her being like,
I know, she's
like
so awkward.
Door.
She's so socially awkward.
Of course she's going to do a walk of shame to her own house from her own cabin in a dress at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I liked her character. She's fun. And then they agree on dating exclusively.
Yes, and he was about ready to get down on one knee, and she goes, nope, dating is good.
And, like, life is good now in this chapter.
Yes.
Like, he reserves the cabin indefinitely. They're super happy. Mm-hmm. They're just living life as a family. There's lots of love.
Yeah.
He has a home. He builds Colt a tree house.
Yes.
Maisie's treatments are all
going really well.
Yeah, like, life is good.
And Colt's trying to, like, I was cracking up at, like, Colt has got the guilt trip thing down. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I love you. Like, Beckett says, I love you to Colt. And Colt goes, I love you too. And I'd really like a dirt ramp for my quad.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it just cracked me up. And Beckett's like, he's got me.
Yeah.
Let's go build a damn ramp.
And then at this point, I'm like, oh, just tell her. Like, life
I know.
you just know that
it's
once
just like
things are getting
up.
too good in the book, it's not going to end well.
Then it's 6 months later.
6 months later.
And
then
they've been basking in this glory for the past 6 months.
When 6 months later came up on my Kindle, I was like, oh shit, my stomach literally dropped.
Yep,
Because
I
I'm like,
thought
that's
someone was
never
gonna be
good.
dead.
Yeah, that's never good.
Yep.
Because that's what she did.
On the first one.
She's literally like, oh, 3 months later, dead.
2 months later, guess what? Dead.
Yeah, literally. Anyways, continue. Chapter 20.
Chapter 20, it's letter 5. I didn't write anything down for letter 5.
There, like his point of view on the dating thing. Like,
Yeah.
Him being content with his military life.
Okay, not
Kinda.
how it's not fair. That was the one where he's like, it's not fair to have somebody waiting at home for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then at this point, they're at like 7 months of dating.
Yep.
She's kind of talking about how she's accepted the parts of him that he keeps secret. Like, he has PTSD dreams, and
He wakes up yelling Ryan's name.
yeah, like, she still doesn't trust him to stay.
Yeah.
So they're both kind of working through
They're working through
things.
their own, like, flaws in a sense. And I can't imagine what it would feel like to be, like, this intimate with someone and have someone, like, helping take care of your kids, but knowing that you really only know a year worth of information about them and the little details that they've, like, given up.
Yeah.
But also, like, how do you talk about someone, talk about someone's PTSD things if they're not going to bring it up? Like, you can't just, like, drop bomb and be like, so what was war like?
Yeah.
Like.
So, and, like, she has asked about her
Yes.
brother, and it's like, you would just...
It doesn't go over well.
Yeah. And at this point, they passed the year mark of the mega chemo.
Yes. I wrote down, I don't like the name of mega chemo.
Yeah.
That sounds horrific.
Yeah.
Just picturing a huge IV bag. Did not like it, but yeah, she goes into partial remission, which is so exciting. I was so freaking excited about that.
Yeah, especially, it's so cute, too. So when they're... she's also still missing Chaos and Ryan.
Yes.
And whatever. So she still kind of talks about that. But I thought it was so cute when they're doing, like, these treatments that Beckett's around so much that they do the switch thing.
Yeah.
So he sits on the table so she doesn't feel like a patient. And then once the doctor comes in, they switch. I just thought that was so sweet.
And it's just, like, so... I feel like very realistic of what a kid feels like in these kind of situations. Like, they don't get to control anything, so choosing where you sit until it's time to actually have the doctor in just gives them their own, like, anonymity, and I really liked that.
Oh, big words, yeah. You have a word of the day, toilet paper at your house?
Toilet paper?
Yeah.
So just a shitload of words. Pun intended. A shitload of words on the paper?
I don't know. I've heard it's a thing. I'm sure it is. I don't actually know.
Oh, so you're making shit up now.
How many squares would you need? That's a lot of words. Colton would be
put 'em
going
all
through it like 70 million.
Colton's vocab would be so good.
Anyways. So then she's in this partial remission, and it's just crazy for Ella because she's talking about, like, the Easter candy and the perspective of not even, like, wanting to or being able to plan weeks out because your kid might be dead. And now she's like, oh my God, like,
I can plan for Easter.
Yeah.
Because she was talking about how she didn't buy Christmas presents until 2 days before or a day before because
she didn't want to think that far ahead.
Yeah. Where now you can plan for the next holiday.
Which I just thought was such a real and good perspective. Like,
I agree.
That's something I literally didn't really think about, like the Easter candy specifically.
If you'd bought Christmas presents or an Easter basket and then you get to that date and it's just sitting there. Just another, like, disgusting reminder that your child's not there anymore.
Yeah.
No.
So then they have this insurance call.
Yes.
And this lady's coming to check him out.
And Ella finds out that he is still in the military.
Yes.
Because this was, to her knowledge, she was out. Which I was like, if he got put all of the kids on, and you on his insurance, obviously he still has to be enlisted.
Yes.
But again, like you were saying, maybe she's not thinking about those things because this man offers you a way to save your child. You don't really start thinking about the logistics of the fact that, like, he's still in the military.
Yeah. And he said, like, he was getting out. They never had a talk where he's like, yes, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just have a hard time with these, like, technicalities. Like, I do understand, but some of
Yeah.
it I'm like, dude, you guys were going through this cancer stuff. Like, I don't know. I get it, though, that she's sensitive about those
Yeah.
things. So he does come clean and he tells her whatever. And he tells her about how he killed a child by accident.
Oh my gosh.
And it just wrecks him. And it's so, so sad.
Yeah, so there was an accident and a bullet ricocheted, and now he, like, which I can totally understand thinking it's your fault, because in a way, yes.
Yeah.
But also, it wasn't, like, a direct choice.
Yeah.
I literally cannot imagine.
It's just sad.
No, it's horrible. And then she kind of is like, is this why anytime a child's involved in anything, you immediately go? And he's, like, trying to do all this penance.
I know. It's sad.
It's horrible. This was another time I cried. I did start keeping tally marks.
Okay. What are you at so far?
Only one, since we started the new
Okay.
section. But don't worry, guys. The end is infinity.
Infinity. I don't know. I had a quote. I don't know what it is. Let me look. Oh, okay. So when they're talking about the key thing, and he says, you've always had a key to mine. Like, when they're talking about the keys, like,
Yeah.
is that why you never gave me a key? Because you were, like, hidden? He's like, it's your house. Like, I never thought that you thought you couldn't. And he said, I know the attic is a little jammed, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like that's why I have a hard time later on, once everything comes out, is, like, I do feel like there's, like, zero maliciousness about where Beckett's coming from.
I guess, and, like, we can talk about it in more depth, but we'll talk about it.
Like,
yes.
he's talking about how he needs more time to tell her everything.
Yes.
Like, right here, he says, there is more stuff that I haven't told you,
Yes.
but I need more time.
I'm also thinking, when she's thinking, is there's more things I have to tell you about, like, maybe my life growing up in the military kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not that he's lying about who he is and how he knows her.
Yeah.
That's like the different points for me is, yes, there's more things in my attic. Okay, like, maybe you're divorced and we haven't gotten to that topic about past relations yet. Maybe you own 4 houses somewhere else. Like, we'll get to those topics. Not, I talked to you for 6 months and you knew all of these intimate details about my life, and I actually do know who you are.
Yeah.
And now we've been dating for 7 months and I still don't know that.
Yeah. And I do get that. Like, I truly get both sides.
Yeah.
I just, when they were talking about that, like, the key, I just was really, like, it felt like he really was trying.
Oh, 100%. And I think the key thing was hard because I agree, I get the, well, I figured you had a key. But also from her point of view, it's like, it's still your space. You technically own it for the week or however long you're staying. I'm not just going to barge in when you didn't tell me that I could do that.
I'm a barger, so.
I'm also a barger. I'll barge into anybody's house. Such a lie.
Yeah.
I'll barge into your house, and I'll barge
Even mine, I feel like you're like, are you okay? Can I come over? And I'm like, yeah.
I don't want to wake up your child. Your dogs bark.
What time are you coming over?
I don't know.
The dead of the night.
Yeah.
In the heat of the night, we are having a
Sometimes they
fiesta.
come over in the middle of the day when your child's sleeping. When she deigns to nap.
Yeah, seriously. Chapter 21's Beckett, letter 21.
Ugh, in this letter, this is the letter where Maisie cuts off all of her hair, and she says it's easier to be sad all at once than a little bit every day.
And I just so, like, I just so get it here.
Yes.
Then the insurance is investigating. Donahue's there. This chapter is just where things start to go to shit.
So
He calls them chaos.
Yes, Donahue almost
She's still put it together.
I know. Donahue almost blows his cover, and then he calls this lady the insurance demon. And I was just cackling at that because it's so
I
real.
liked Donahue. He was a good time.
But yeah, and then Donahue walks him into the kitchen and goes, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What do you mean she doesn't know who you are?
And this insurance lady is just a bitch
Oh,
of a lady.
horrible.
And we find out that it's Ramirez's sister, which I didn't really get. Like, why is she...
sister's sister. So it's his sister-in-law.
Oh, okay. I missed the extra sister then there.
And we find out that she's really
I'm
just
like,
attacking them because she wants to get back at Donahue for not
Like
offering...
she blames him for his death or something?
No, because he didn't die. He lost his arm.
Oh.
Did you read this chapter?
No, I did. I just was confused. I just didn't understand.
He lost his arm.
You know what? You get confused all the time.
Dude, she got spicy.
Don't come at me. I did read. I'm diligent about reading. No. I need to defend myself.
Damn.
I will go back and reread and reread and reread until I understand. And like sometimes it takes me so long to read and I could have just cheated and skipped, but I feel like I'm cheating on a test. So yes, I did read, but I'm still confused. I'm just dumb. I did read.
Okay, I was just joking.
I'm triggered. Anyways, go on.
So he lost his arm. And she was mad that he didn't get the same thing Becca got, where he could go on medical leave and come back.
Because Donahue kind of cheated the system for him.
But Donahue wouldn't have even been able to do that for someone who lost their arm.
Yeah.
So she's all pissy about it.
She's just dumb.
Yeah, and this, like, actually pissed me off. So she, like, made him show the letter that Ryan wrote to him, showing that, like, he had to come back here. And then she took a picture of it, and the quote was, like she had taken a picture of Ryan's naked soul. Mm-hmm. How invasive.
No, where I got mad was when she talked to the kids without their consent.
That too. Fuck that.
She's just like out for blood and all this stuff, and she's just
Why was she at the school?
She's threatening pausing treatments and stuff, and I'm like, really? And that's where I was like not understanding the like.
It's one thing if
what
you're
are you
putting
doing?
your insurance on hold so you can't get a
mole removed.
That or like new boobs.
That is important. You gotta get
new boobs or a nose job that you don't need.
That's important too. Like
either way, but I'm saying it's one thing to
your
cut
toenails weird.
I feel like if your toenails weird, you can get that taken care of too. I'm not as worried about new boobs if you're just getting implants because you want a bigger cup.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, she's like coming at them.
Yeah, she has this personal vendetta.
And she's talking about how if he can't prove that he knew these kids before they got put on their plan, that they could completely get cut off.
Yeah, like call it fraud.
This is where he chooses to show the letters.
And it's so sad because he's like, I know this is going to save Maisie's life, but it's going to destroy my relationship.
Yeah, and before he hands the letter, he literally is like, I love you so much, and I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. And he also talks about, he's like, I wanted to reach out and kiss her, but that would be selfish on my part.
Mm-hmm. And then so he saves Maisie in the investigation. She comes back in with her head hanging low, like, fine.
Yeah,
we are not
getting
talking
to the dog. And like, I've heard such good things about you guys. Shut up, bitch!
I literally was like, what?
Leave!
Leave. Shut up, Mom.
Silence from you.
Yeah, so then chapter 22 is Ella, and this is the first chapter with no letter.
I know.
And I was like, oh no, that can't be good. She's devastated. Everything's all out on the table. Yes. He's the one who got Ryan killed, so we get all this backstory.
Got Ryan killed.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
No, I know. So we find out that he decided not to go on this mission because he was not recovered yet from the child dying. Mm-hmm. So Ryan took his place, and this is where he got killed. Which I can imagine the immense guilt that it's like, it should have been me there. Mm-hmm. But also, like, as a bystander, you're like, you couldn't have controlled that no matter what.
And I also understand, like, him not wanting to tell her, because, like, about the being captured, being tortured, his head getting blown off. He was gone, but he was still warm when he found him.
Yeah, so, like they were literally 10 minutes late.
Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to tell
anybody that.
Your family, if I
No.
was that happened to you, I'd be like, it was a blissful time.
It was a blissful passing.
Butterflies took her away. There was a lot of them.
There was a lot of butterflies. One really big moth, too.
He was full on extra weight. He's like, F you, pretty bitches.
I'm just picturing them with the ropes tied to them dragging. It's so dark.
It's horrible. We just are coping it with humor.
Because it is absolutely horrible. There's another tally. I cried here. She's still
So, like, all the honesty is out, and there's just, like, so much hurt between them because they both still love each other, but she's like, I'll never trust him again. And
which, with her trust issues, I'm not surprised.
yeah, like, we knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the bomb to drop.
Yeah, and, he thinks everything is because of Ryan.
Yeah.
Or no, she thinks everything is because of Ryan. Like, she's like, oh, so you just, like...
You're just here because he
Which I'm
sent you.
like...
I agree that was, like,
You
too
felt
much.
his wiener against you. That wasn't because of your brother, dude.
Well, I mean, his brother might have gotten him here, but he didn't get him hard.
Like, come on. Use your head.
And I
Use your
think-
wise mind here.
I just think it has a lot to do with, too, like, still in the military. Finding out that he lied about all of this stuff. Knowing that the only reason that he actually ended up coming was because her brother was, like, his dying wish, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I get her upset and I get being like, no, we're not together anymore. But the thing that I struggled with was taking the kids away.
I
Because
agree.
the kids loved him so much and he is such a big help and they're so important to him and vice versa. But I also can understand where it's like he's still so new. I'm struggling so much that sometimes, you know, your own baggage controls how you handle things. So I understand how it was why it was dealt that way. But I also can't imagine, like, because I also can't imagine being like, yeah, we broke up and I'm still super in love with him. And he's going to come over here and take my kids to soccer practice and I'm not supposed to think that he's attractive anymore.
Yeah, like, I think you're 100% right.
Yeah.
I can see both sides, but that was really hard for me,
No,
too.
I agree.
Because, so basically she tells them to leave. Then the next chapter is 23, and it's Beckett's point of view. And in this chapter, it's when... So he picks up Colt in the office.
Well, the letter is when they find out that Ryan was dead.
Yes, it's a Ryan is dead letter.
And it talks about how Colt's not talking anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Maisie's just been sobbing for days and days and days.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like begging Chaos to write her back. Because she's like, I need to know that you didn't die with him. So this is the first letter that goes unanswered.
Yeah.
But yes, Colt gets into a fight. And they call Beckett. And he's like, is there anybody else? Because I know that I'm going to get in so much trouble.
Yeah.
And it's been a month since he's seen them.
And that's just like another thing too. Like, they're very mature. Like, this the breakup was pretty mature. Like, they're really not toxic at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't push her in any way, even though he really misses the kids.
And he technically is their father now because they're adopted and he's not pushing.
And even still, like, when he goes to pick her up, he tries his best to contact her and everything. And I love in the office when he tells them how it is.
Oh, me too. I
It
was like,
why isn't the other kid getting in trouble? Like,
yeah, basically saying like, this kid's gonna sexually assault women when he grows up. Why aren't we dealing with this right now?
yeah.
Why is Colt the one that's getting in trouble for protecting another child?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I loved it. It was so good. And this
was
fucking
so good.
receptionist trying to talk about barking up somebody's tree.
Yeah, no doubt.
Damn. Woof, woof. It's a deep growl.
And I like too, like, it shows him kind of melding Chaos and Beckett here. Because he
Yes.
knows that previous stuff from a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so they get to this house that he's built for her.
Yeah, so now he's living in this house.
Which is right. He bought the land.
He bought the land that she sold, and he built a
Oh.
huge, beautiful house on it, and his kitchen window faces the island where Ryan's buried.
It's just amazing. And the house is like dank. Like I'm picturing this like amazing
gorgeous.
house. And anyways, so this is what I was trying to get at. Is like it really bothers me when he like Colt is upset at Beckett and is like, is that why you forgot about me?
I cried here too. And then
Tally.
Yeah, Tally.
Oh.
And then he turns him around and he's got like tear streaks down his face.
It's just so sad that they were separated. Like, you can't tell me that they weren't asking about him for a fucking month.
100%. I agree with you. And
So I'm like, and then, really? You didn't let him, like, I don't know. Why didn't that click sooner for her? Like, I get her being heartbroken, but...
there's also still so much going on, like, with cancer. And, like, I feel like if it was, like, she had 2 normal kids running around,
maybe
it might have been a little different. But she's still taking Maisie to 8 million doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
But, and him, like, Colt, when he's like, I didn't forget about you. Like, me and your mom broke up. And he goes, yeah, but you didn't break up with me. You just left in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's like, well, what was he supposed to do?
What's he supposed to, yeah. And then him saying, like, I kind of thought you were my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I also had tear streaks. He was struggling so hard with this chapter. And then Ella finally calls back, and it's not weird. They just, like, kind of jump into conversation. And she tells him that he can keep Colt. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'm going to use my 24 hours wisely. Calls into work. Like, oh, so sweet.
They have this talk about, like, Emma, how he's got a little crush on Emma. And they have to talk about, like, building a zip line and how cool that would be and all this stuff.
And Emma's the little girl he protected on the playground.
Yeah. And then chapter 24 is Ella, and we get letter number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you kind of explain who he is core. Because this is, like, the second letter.
Yep.
So it's interesting that we're jumping all the way back to the start. Anyways, and then Maisie and Ella see the house. And I'm like, just get back together. Like, this is dumb. You've had your month to...
I understand needing the time. Especially because she's like, at the end of this chapter, she's like, it was unfair of me to take the kids away from you.
Yeah, I appreciated her. Like, again, they're very mature.
Yeah, she's like...
It makes for a very boring love story.
We want toxic.
Yeah.
She's like, you're their family too. People co-parent together all the time. Mm-hmm. We can do it. And, like, when she tells him this, he, like, hugs her and it's like, thank you.
I know.
And then she's like, and he's almost like a little kid where she goes, do you want to go tell them? And he's like, yes. And
like he just has such a pure heart.
He does. He loves them so much.
Even though he never growls once in this book.
Ugh. The lack of growling is concerning.
And they just said, like, right here, there's no lies, there's a fresh start, you can tell, like, he's not rushing her at all.
Yeah.
Like, but he's still like, I love you, this is where I'm at, this is what I want, here's everything out on the table, I built this house for you, like, and I'm not going anywhere.
And she just cracks me up, too, because she's like, you can't build me a house, and he's kind of like,
I did.
Well, what do you want?
Yeah, like, I literally did, so suck my ass.
Yes, I was also cracking up about when they went up to go have this conversation, and Colt's like, apologize.
I know, it's so cute. Oh, and he's read all the letters now.
Yes.
And then they have this talk about how she doesn't blame him for Ryan, like, and then they basically agree on divorce rules with the kids. Yep. And yeah, like you said, he's so happy, and she says sorry for cutting them off. Again, it's
like the most mature book I've ever read in my entire life.
Yeah.
Nobody's being pissy pouty.
Yeah. No growling.
Nothing.
No nothing. No, like, you know how they always, like, some books have, like, the petty jealousy thing? Like, well, fine, I'm gonna go out on a date with this other guy. Like,
doesn't even work.
So it's all good.
And then at the end, when he tells the kids, Maisie goes, you're not together, but we get to keep him? Shut up.
I know. See, that's what I mean. Like, are you kidding me? I'd be like, I guess I'll move into this house for a little bit and see how it goes.
Yeah, I'd be like, darn, give me the ripped man that treats me and my children so well and knows my dead brother and all of my other trauma.
Yeah.
and can make me come 3 times in a row.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, what's the problem?
Yeah. Why are we mad still?
And he's literally told you that he's the guy that you've also been in love with.
The 2 guys you fell in love with in the span of 6 months?
Same
Ma'am.
person
Ma'am.
that you loved. What's the issue here? Like,
Still confused.
I get it, like, but part of me is like, big picture here. Come
You're-
on, dude. What else? What more
Like,
could you ask for?
Realistically, if you had told me you were dating a man and you go, yeah, he lied to me about who he was, but he's really hot.
But he was this man that I did know.
I know, but you're like, but he's really hot. I'd be like, we need to check in more. Book? No, let's move on. Anyways, we get another scary 6 months later. I don't like the time jumps.
And I was like, just please don't be dead. I really thought Beckett was gonna die.
Beckett, I thought Maisie.
I thought Maisie and or Beckett. Like, I thought that it was gonna jump to like 20 years later and Beckett's
You know what?
dead. And
I
like
did think Beckett was dead at the 6 month.
and
next
she was
one.
old, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we have all these time jumps, and I was just like got scared because I'm like, oh good, everything's great in this chapter. They're living happily, and we still have a lot left to read.
Yep. Okay, so chapter 25, letter 23. I didn't write anything down for letter 23, did you? This is another letter.
This is the please don't be dead letter.
Yeah. Which is also upsetting.
Okay, go. They're living happy life as a family.
So he's like calling the army and he's like, it's time. And I go, you're fucking lying. He is not re-enlisting. I was tweaking out for like a hot minute. But he's signing out. He's done.
Yeah.
He started full time at the resort, and that comes with benefits, so they're good. And then he talks about how Havoc's getting fat, so they can't re-enlist, and it's just cracking me up. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, life is just very good. Cancer's gone.
Yeah, he gets dinner, and they go over there, and Maisie wants to pray, and she talks about how she's cancer-free. And Ella was like all up on him at the right before dinner, and he's like, she hasn't touched me this much in 6 months.
But literally, like, it's 6 months and he's still just being like the consistent, like, come.
Well, obviously she wants some. We got there.
So they get back together and they have this sexy time, and like this chapter is just like life is good.
Life is good. Kids are healthy.
Which I'm happy because I'm like, dude, you're gonna fucking drag this out
I know.
like for almost a year because of like, oh darn, he's the guy you actually fell in love with. Like, come on.
No, it was 7 months. They figured it out.
Yeah.
They're a happy family, so then they have some good sexy time.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
It's fine.
No, it's good. Like, it's good.
And then we move to chapter 26, and it's Ella. Letter 20.
We get the chaos name.
Yes, we learn the story behind it. He got into a fight. Some lady that he used to know talked about how he was chaos, and then it stuck.
The kids are late for a field trip. They wake up all happy.
I was cackling at the kids because they're all ready to go.
They know
and they
something's
know
up.
Beckett's in there.
And they're all like,
and they're like, so who's bringing us to school? You or Dad?
Yeah.
And she's like, damn, I was not thinking this through. Having nosy ass kids all up in my business.
At this point, I was a little like, why haven't you told him that they're
adopted?
Your
you know what? Me too.
I don't
they
know.
did 7 months of like actually doing like.
Yes, like it's been a really long time, and I just am like, even if they weren't back together, like, how were you then explaining that he was just there all the time? Then I just feel like that would be really confusing for them as kids. Like,
which is fair.
Mom's got this guy hanging around,
but they're not dating.
Yeah, so then.
And I guess you're right on that front, but I do know that they talked about how they wanted to wait until Maisie was in the clear, but also, is that fair to Maisie?
But that was her. She wanted
yes.
that again.
And my other thing is like, what if Maisie would have died?
Like he's been,
without knowing.
Like,
but you're right. They probably. I think
surprised. That was like, I know, but again, that's her character. She's very protective of the kids, so like it's fine.
She's gotten burned so many times.
There's just things that I disagree with, but that's what makes them good human characters.
100%.
So.
And then there was still like it was 85% of the book at this point, and I literally wrote something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's too good to be true right here.
And there's too much left of the book. We weren't at 99, I said something bad's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was tweaking out.
And then at the end, they get a rescue call. They hear a rescue call on the radio, and it's where the kids are.
Because they were going hiking on a field trip.
And in this chapter, she says, "Find me a red leaf, because they're rare.
I don't
You'll
want a
see
yellow
ones everywhere." So then we get to chapter 27, and it's Beckett, and he gets the same call. The kids on the trail. He finds all the kids. Maisie's distraught. Emma's in shock. And
Emma's holding his Colt's hat. And there was like a landslide. And she said that he pushed her
yeah,
to like safety. And then she didn't see where he went. And then Beckett like races down the hill. Because they're going to go down in the landslide area. And he's like holding Maisie. And when he hands her off to Etta, she goes, "He's hurt. I can feel it." And she like touches her belly.
it's so sad. Of all the things to happen in this book,
This felt so fucked up.
I literally was like, what the fuck is this? Why? I sent Sam a picture. I'm not a crier.
No.
That's not saying I'm some emotionless whatever. I have emotions. I just am like, I'm not normally one that cries. I counted 40 minutes to the point where like Colton's gaming behind me and the house is dead silent. Yeah. The house is dead silent and all of a sudden I'm like trying to like, I'm like, and I'm like going through a whole box of fucking Kleenexes and he comes over and he's like, "Are you okay?" And then I'm like, "It's fine, this book is really sad." And he's like, "Why are you doing this? It's Friday night. Who does this shit for fun?" And I'm like, I have to keep going because it's for book club, but
oh my god.
what the actual hell?
I got to the scene and I was like gonna stop at the chapter before. And
No.
I couldn't.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I stayed up till midnight because I'm like, I'm already in this. Like,
Not
I
coming
can't do
back
this
to
again
it.
tomorrow.
And I'm like, it's Sam and my child are sleeping. And I'm sitting on my couch and I'm like loudmouth sobbing, like going,
yeah, same.
like, can't catch my breath. Anyways, he goes down into like this ravine and Havoc is searching for him. And they find him.
And he's got the blue jacket with Gentry, like the name on it. He's like the one thing because he wanted my name on it. And oh my god, so we get this horrible goodbye scene. And I literally sobbed from here until the end of the book. So just FYI on that. They're talking about like the zip line and he tells everyone not to be sad and that he gets to see Uncle Ryan and like the commentary of when Beckett's like asking Ryan for help, like, and you like, gotta do something, like.
And he first thought that only his leg was hurt and he's like, okay, but like he couldn't move his legs and stuff. And so they're like, okay, he's paralyzed, but like we can move on from that. And then he talked about how cold he is. And his pulse.
He can't feel. He's not hurt. He's like, I'm not hurt. I think I'm dying.
And then when he lifts up his shirt, and they're just like, he's internally bleeding in his belly, and like Maisie touched her belly.
It's so horrible.
Yeah, and so Beckett's just lying next to him.
It's horrible.
And he's telling him how much he loves him.
I wouldn't even be able to say words. Like, he held it together so well. And he's like, tells everyone not to be sad. He's like, I got to have a dad. And then he tells them that he adopted him. And then that just made me more mad because I'm like, oh, you guys should have told him. Yes. And he's like, I got to have a dad. I've gotten everything that I've wanted. Tell them that I love them. And then he goes, I love you, Dad. And he's like, I love you too, Cole. Literally, this is like 2 pages of goodbye. And it's absolutely horrific. And honestly, guys, you thought that this was just going to be like bad, right? And then it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse till the end of the book.
It was horrible. It was horrible. I cry in books. Like, there was one scene in Throne of Glass that like got me down bad. I shed some tears. I have never open mouth sobbed at a book before.
You know what I kept thinking of? Last week, the game. what death hit you
Yeah.
the hardest? I'm like,
Fitting.
I'm like, this one.
This one was honestly the worst
because
one
it's
I've
a
ever.
kid.
Yep. And this is probably the worst one I've ever experienced.
Because it's a kid and it's real life. It's not this fantasy thing where they
No.
died for a cause. There's no cause.
No.
It's just fucking horrible.
An accident.
Like,
It was
so then he dies, and then when Beckett said, I made him pinwheels this morning.
Yeah, like,
and you think about the happy, like, morning they just had a few hours before.
Yep, he's finally back together. Like, mom and dad are finally back together. Because, what is it? Is it Mike that he was with comes over, and he's like, Colt's dead. And he's, like, cradling his body, like,
and just, like, screaming.
Screaming. Because what else are you supposed to fucking do?
And then he goes, now I need to take him to his mother. Like, can you imagine,
No.
like, giving that news to her? Oh, my God.
After she's been fighting, like, tooth and nail, and they literally got the cancer-free diagnosis yesterday.
And that's the thing, is, like, it literally just keeps getting worse, like, once we get into her point of view. Do you have anything left on that chapter?
No.
It's
just
just
my
horrible.
tear-stained page.
Chapter 28 is Ella, and the second Beck hops out of the, helicopter, she can tell by his face.
Because she's like, they would have, if he was alive or they found him, they would have immediately taken him to the hospital. And she just crumbles.
And there's this horrible, like, indescribable agony, and she just passes out.
Yeah.
Because it's just too much.
Because what else are you supposed to fucking...
And she's just destroyed. Like, they find out, they're kind of at the doctor, that there's, like, nothing that they could have done.
No matter what. No matter when he would have been found.
And I'm just like, now all this guilt is going to be on Beckett again.
Yes.
And, like, he's kind of saying, like, trying to comfort her, saying, like, it didn't hurt. Like, I was there. I told them about the adoption. And then they have to tell Maisie.
And then they get home and, like, she just, like, sitting on the couch. Ella is for, like, a second. And Maisie comes downstairs and she goes, he's dead, isn't he?
Because she knew.
Yeah,
she felt
like,
it.
the twin thing.
It's just so weird.
And then she's like, but it's okay. Like, he came to me in a dream to say goodbye.
And he said to check the pocket of my jacket.
Check, like, the left pocket or some shit of his blue jacket.
And then Ada brings the jacket and was like, oh, like, check the jacket pocket. And she's like, oh, whatever. Like, it probably doesn't, like, that's crazy. And there was a fucking red leaf. When they said, and there was a red leaf, I literally just sobbed. Because he was
Rebecca Yarros, you're a bitch.
He was finding leaves for her all day. Like, why? And then when Maisie's, like, crying, she goes, we had a deal that I was, like, we were going to go together if I died for cancer. It's not fair. And I'm like,
what do you mean you're making
this is what I mean.
like
she
that?
literally, like, keeps piling it on. Like, he doesn't just die. Like, he literally just, like, destroys.
He blows up their entire lives.
And then they're burying him, and she's going, we buried part of Maisie as well.
Yep, and she put her blue bear in there with Colt so they won't be alone. And then they're, like, sitting on this, Ella and Maisie are sitting on this bench together.
Oh my God.
And she goes, you and me are the same now. We both have brothers out here.
And then when she says, and Beckett too, both of his best friends are out there. I'm like, again, just keep piling it on, why don't you? Yeah, I'm already sad. Just
where's the big moth?
Like,
Take
literally, like,
so done.
The definition of kick me while I'm down.
Yeah.
Like, repeatedly.
I'm laying, holding my gut, and they're kicking me.
Like, when does it end? And then, so Beckett's, like, handling everything, and which is really nice at the funeral and everything, and just, I don't know. It's so just, horrible. Everyone is obviously grieving, like, the entire rest of the book, the entire rest of the chapter. Hearing Ella's point of view is so gut-wrenching because when she says, like, I fought so hard for Maisie because I thought I'd have time to make it up with Colt later.
Yeah. And her feeling like she traded one kid for the other.
Which is so real. Like all this time.
I can imagine that guilt, feeling that, like, you're so busy with one and focusing on one and praying for one that, like, the cruel fates were like, okay, well, if you want this one so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible. It's so horrible.
And then she gets from Donahue's Beckett's last letter. And I'm
So, like, the
I
one...
swear to God, if he dies at the end of this book, too, I'm going to flip out.
I might not read the next Fourth Wing. And I can say that because there's no published date yet.
And all Beckett can do for Ella is just say, like, he knew you loved him.
Yeah, like, I was there, he wasn't alone. And, like, what else are you supposed to be able to provide?
And she confesses her love for Beck and just is
Yes.
kind of, like, scarred from not having time. And she's like, this is frivolous. Like,
yeah, and her, like, saying, I don't remember if I said I love you to him when he got on the bus.
yeah.
Like, I rushed him and he didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is so horrible.
It's literally horrible. And then she said, breathing was all I could do, and it was enough. Which I feel like is so real, because, like, what do you do when all of, like, the worst possible things could happen?
Yeah, when everything that you go, yeah, these are my worst nightmares, and it's just one after the other.
Yeah. And then do you have anything on that horrible
No.
chapter? Okay, next horrible chapter is chapter 29, and it's Ella.
It's 3 months later.
Yes, and she read the last letter.
Yes.
From Beckett, and
Yes.
when he said, like, your words saved me,
Mm-hmm.
and he left his life insurance to the kids, and he says that he's in love with her, like, this is all before he even went there.
Yes, and, like, he talks about how to contact this guy because he owns the rest of the Solitude, and, like, it's all yours.
Which also was his brother, or her brother's doing. Like,
Yes.
he didn't even know what land he was buying, so it wasn't like he was, like, creeping on her.
No, it was not a creepy.
Yeah, and it's 3 months later, they're moving into the house.
Yeah, and Maisie and Emma come running in, and they're like...
Emma, like, replaced him.
Yeah, they're, like, best friends, and Ella goes, Colt's leaving her gifts even when he's not here.
Literally, just, like, keep stacking it on. It's fine. The zip line's built.
Yep, and she's like, Maisie's talking about, you'll have to wait, come back in the summer, so when we can go down into the lake with it, and...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're all just trying to heal, and she visits the grave, and she kind of just says everything she's been feeling, and she talks about, like, goes to Ryan's grave and asks him to take care of him, and it's just horrible. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I was still, again, sobbing this whole time.
And she's basically like, I know you weren't, like, crazy about having the idea of kids, but you're just gonna have to watch over him for a little while, but, like, when I get there, don't worry.
Mm-hmm. And they just, like, talk about fate and, like, how everything might have happened for a reason, just to try to, like, survive this whole thing.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm like, I can't believe that just happened.
No.
You killed off the other kid? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm right there with you. I'm still crying.
Like, I literally was not expecting
No.
that. I was like, okay, kid has cancer. She's gonna get killed
And
off.
someone's gonna die.
And you know what?
kid-wise.
That would have, like, been more okay for me because we would have been prepared for
It's like
it.
you've been prepping for it since the start of the book.
So, this was so out of left field and just...
Horrible, devastating. I probably would have cried just as much, but Colt was just like, it just felt mean.
It was, yeah, it was evil. And so then she was talking about, like, how love was enough to save you.
Yes.
And she found a ring in the drawer. But she's like, I hope he waits.
Yeah. So he's gonna propose to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just, like, starts walking back. And Beckett's waiting at the edge of the shore for her.
Mm-hmm. Like, they're just perfect.
They are.
I can't believe you even had that little tizzy. Like, come on. Then the epilogue is Maisie 5 years later.
And also, she brought bags of M&Ms, and that was their treat on the field trip day.
So now she's like, what, 12? Because they were 6
and
or
it's
whatever.
like 5 years later, and she's talking about how,
7.
like, was it 7? I thought it was 5 because she talks about how it's...
No, it's 5 years later. I'm saying she was 7, so then I think
Yeah.
she's 12.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
And she's talking about how, like, it's official. Like, she is cancer-free, and it's probably not going to come back. And how, like, she still misses him so much. Her and Emma are still best friends. And she's talking about how they had more kids.
Yeah, Rory and Brandon. And they're twins.
No, they're not.
I think so.
No, because she talked about how crazy Rory is, and then she jumped off a staircase, and Brandon's such a cuddly baby.
Oh, I thought they were more twins.
And I was just unwell, and she's talking about how she still misses him.
It is horrible. She's talking to the grave, and then she said, I hope you don't mind, I broke our death bargain.
You're just gonna have to wait a little longer for me.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm just gonna be twice as awesome for us. I miss you cold. And then at the end, it's like her being like, or Beckett being like, Maisie, you ready to go with me? And she's like, I just love having a dad. I can't wait to go anywhere with him.
And that's the end of the fucking book.
This is horrible. Like,
in shock. In shock.
So tell me what your rating was of this book, because I'm very curious on what your...
I gave it a 4.
Okay. Explain.
I gave it a 4. I thought that the writing was really well done, and I really loved the character development. I think the reason it was a 4 is because the ending wasn't as happy as I was hoping it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And
Otherwise,
I feel like,
it would have been a 5.
Yeah, because I feel like romance is like about the happy ending. Mm-hmm. Granted, I knew that Rebecca Yarros doesn't do happy endings. Like, it's not a thing. So I gave it a 4 because I really liked the writing and I really liked the characters, and I don't feel like, at least on my end, I don't feel like I got aspirated with when they took a break and like the jumping ahead. I feel like she didn't delay things in a way that a lot of books drag stuff out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really liked it. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a whole lot that I felt like cranky about.
My first thought was 4 stars for sure.
Okay.
I think on Goodreads I ended up rating it a 3.
Okay.
But I'm leaning more 4. I don't know. I'm in between because I'm like, I just thought it was so fucked up. Like,
it was really fucked
I would not reread this. Like, I don't even know. Like, I would recommend this on a very, like, if you want to, like, if you want a book that just, like, every sad thing imaginable happens and you want to fucking cry, this is it.
I would definitely recommend reading
I don't want to. This was not fun Friday night for me.
No.
Like, I did not enjoy myself reading this at the end. And so, like, I think that's where I was a little bit like, but I thought that the characters were so well written. Mm-hmm. This was a great palate cleanser for me. I loved reading another book of her, like, romance. Yeah. And I'm not knocking the book at all. It's just not my personal bag.
I feel like this was a good palate cleanser in the sense for me of, like, connecting to characters again. Mm-hmm. Because I just felt like in, like, One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, I wasn't connected to anybody, where I was quite literally connected to everybody in this book. Mm-hmm. So it was good on that sense. But I'm like, with you. I was, like, ready for a romance where I was going to be like, hee, ha, ha.
Which we did get that.
We did, but also, and, like, I thought that the sad thing was going to be that Ryan died and that Maisie had cancer. Not that we're going to kill off the other twin.
Like, I kind of felt like, okay, already all this horrible, tragic stuff happens, and then you just, like, scooped that on out of nowhere.
That was, like, the topping. That was the cherry on top.
You know what I mean, though? I'm like, like, part of me was, like, thinking, okay, that's not very, like, realistic, but it is, though. Like, this can happen, but part of me was, like, also, like, Jesus Christ.
I'm going, like, a little overboard.
Your kid also, like, literally, parents dead, brother dead, kid has cancer, other kid randomly dies, like, what the fuck
Man,
else?
You love lies to you.
I mean, this is the kind of book that you're like, is there a God? Because this is, like, horrible.
No, you're so right. I totally get what you're saying. I understand putting it at a 3.5 because of that. But I've also never had an issue with books that make me cry. Like, when I read Ugly Love, you weren't into reading yet. You're like, you like doing this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's really good.
But, like, it's hard because I will, like, that's where I'm at. Like,
Yeah.
my first instinct was, like, 4 because I'm like, wow, the characters were just, like, she just writes a very good book.
Yeah, I agree.
But I was like, that was unnecessary.
Well, I know. And, like, I'm interested in her other love stuff, but I'm like, damn, am I going to get anything that feels good?
Yeah. So, it was good. But,
It was.
like, don't need to reread ever
I would
again.
never reread this book.
No.
Never.
Never. Like, it was a one and done. And if anybody says, how was that book? I'll say, my heart was ripped out. So if you want your heart ripped out, you want to cry on a Friday night for endless amounts of time, this is the book for you.
Read the trigger warnings.
Which sometimes it is to get, like, a nice cry in.
100%. Especially something that doesn't have to do with anything in your life.
I went to Easter the next day. My face was so puffy and red. And I'm like, this was literally because I did this to myself.
Yeah. Everybody's like, what's going on?
Everyone said
And
it
you're
was
like,
going to be sad.
I know, but I was not prepping myself for that. Again, I thought the sad part was that brother died and daughter had cancer.
But I don't regret reading it at all.
No.
Like I said, we needed a nice change up.
We
and
did.
We were going to read maybe Binding 13, and I'm like, I can't do any more sad.
No.
For a minute.
We need a good, nice, jaunty read.
So we're doing our bookstore read.
Yes.
And the book is The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels.
Yes, and it's supposed to be like funny.
Yes, very lighthearted.
Yes.
It's only like, it's 300
It's
something
under
pages.
400 pages. I think we're going to read like 168 pages was halfway.
Yeah.
So
it's by India Holton, and it's kind of like this pirate guy is trying to, like, maybe assassinate this girl. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really read too much into the description.
I haven't started it yet, but it came highly recommended. So
I've read like 9 pages now. Whoa. And it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to read it. But I was telling Sam I wish that I would have bought it on Audible because I think it would be a really good listen.
Yeah, and this one's a series, but we don't know if they're connected or not. So there's a chance we just read the first one and then kind of go on our merry way.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right.
Is
Shall we
it
play
your
the game?
turn to play?
It is my turn to play.
Can you imagine if we got what death would hit you?
No, because I put it back in the bowl because I can't talk about it again. I just finished wiping my tears. Oh, who should the other date?
Oh,
MMC.
I haven't got, no, I don't want to do this one yet. I haven't thought about it long enough.
Do you want me to go first or do you want to pick a different one? I'm open.
Who should you date?
Yeah, who, like, I'm going to pick who I think you should date. Who would be, like,
MMC?
MMC. This is a hard one. I need to rack my brain.
Put that one off to the side. I want to really get it right.
Okay, so we're going to do this one next week.
Yeah.
So think about it.
Yeah, I need time on this one. Pull again.
I'm pulling it again. What if it's
We're
who should
cheating
you
our
date?
own rules. This is
MFC.
this is the this is the best thing about having.
Oh, favorite childhood read.
Ooh.
Do you want to do chapter books or just like regular like kid books?
Either way.
Let's do both.
We were just talking about this recently. I read The Giver and I loved that book for
Okay.
some reason. I remember that one very clearly.
There was like this one book. It was kind of it's in between. It was called Bones, and it was
I
like
remember that one.
and it was like a comic book.
Yes.
Yes, I loved that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you ever read Among the Hidden?
I don't think
It's
so.
it's like in a world where they can't have 3 kids and they have a 3rd kid, so they have to hide them.
Maybe. It
Yes.
sounds very familiar.
And so Colton's nephew is reading that, like a bunch of the books that I remember reading in that
Okay.
era, and I'm like, I kind of want to reread them because he's reading the Hunger Games and stuff now.
That's probably my favorite chapter book that I read.
Yeah.
And then my favorite actual like kids book is Don't Let the Pigs Drive the Bus. Or If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.
Oh, like kids books?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I always read all the Olivia books. 'Cause,
The pigs.
Yeah.
So good.
I don't know, but yeah, we read a lot. I feel like I read, I don't know, Twilight. That was like in my teens.
Twilight was a big one for me too.
That was like a huge thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else that I read that I really liked.
I don't feel like I went through a phase. I tried to do Divergent, but it was too big.
I don't remember if I read it or just watched the movie, honestly.
Maybe a little bit of both. I dabbled.
Gosh, did you ever read the Boxcar Children?
No,
I read all of those. Did you ever read the Little House on the Prairie?
I did not.
Okay. I read all those.
So sorry.
What about the ones where, do you know the cover where the kid's holding up the, like, magnifying glass?
I feel like yes.
All of that series. I don't remember what the name is.
I vividly remember this one book called Swindled.
Oh, did you ever read that? I think I remember Swindled too,
Like,
actually.
they're stealing like a baseball card.
Oh, maybe I don't then. That sounds boring.
I did.
Did you ever read The Magic Treehouse?
Yes. How
I
can you
loved
not
those.
read The Magic
Those were
Treehouse?
my favorite.
Those were
are
really
like
good.
kid fantasy starters.
Yeah, they are.
Starter pack. I forgot about those.
Starter pack.
This is scratching my brain. I actually read like a decent amount of chapter books as a kid.
I read a lot more in elementary than I did, I feel like, in middle school or high school.
Well, reading became not as cool.
It did, unfortunately. But I definitely read a lot in like grade school.
Mm-hmm. It's because we didn't have iPads.
Yeah.
Now the kids have cooler stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've got basically iPads now, just reading iPads.
It's different. Sometimes when I'm reading, like when Indy's playing, I put it in a book because I feel guilty. Like, I am reading a book. I'm not on my phone.
I promise.
Yeah, like, don't side-eye me, woman. Anyway, so we're excited to start the next book.
Yes.
We'll catch you next Wednesday. We're happy to wrap up one more book. So how many books are we at now?
Brimstone, The Two Light Larks, Puke in My Mouth. Then was it Alchemized? I feel like I'm missing one.
Yeah,
Alchemized.
One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns.
So we've read 7 on the pod.
Last Letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited to wrap up another one here.
Yeah.
We'll let you know how it is.
If anybody has any ones they want us to read, send them on in.
Yeah, because we need more TBRs.
Yeah, we're kind of like, we've got stuff, but nothing's like, we need to read this next yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we'll see. But
Yeah.
anyways, thank you for following, listening, subscribing. Thank you for supporting us in any way, and we will catch you next Wednesday.
Bye.